There we go. Hi, guys. Where's my popped out chat? There it is. Let's see. Oh, I'm in top chat. Why does it do that to me? Okay. There, I'm in live. We are not focused there. This is the bracelet kit. There we go. This is the bracelet kit for tonight. I have 3 kits. It's, hi, Elaine. I was just saying this is the bracelet kit that we're going to make tonight. And I have 3 kits. And I will have the instructions on how to make it. It's got Angelite, which is this one. It's got some crystals. And then landscape or picture Jasper. It's the same thing. So that's what we're doing. And then I'll do bead sales first. Then we'll take a break and we'll do the how-to. And then we will come back to bead sales. There's the kit. And that's what you'll make. And I'll teach you how. It's very easy. You can probably make it, well, definitely under an hour. But probably, depending on how fast you can get the beads through the stringing, it could take you about a half hour, actually. So if I don't have your information, please email it me to designsanddoovers@gmail.com. And that way I can do your PayPal and invoice you. So we will get going here. I thought I was going to be early. My husband was teasing me that I was always late. And I wasn't late, but I wasn't quite ready either. So the first beads we're going to do some half strands and whole strands tonight. And then I have some dollar bead pieces too that I like to offer. So we will be doing that. And, oh, hey, those stuck together. So move this. Get my box going. Let's see. These are some of the, this is a half strand. There we go. These are gorgeous check glass beads. They're pressed and then they're treated. And with, I don't know if you know that much, guys know that much about check glass, but the more treatments on them, the more expensive they become. So just a single pressed glass bead is the cheapest of whatever color. And then we go up from there in price. And this one has, okay, so it was pressed and then it was colorized. And then it was, then they added the second vitriol to it because it's half of it. Oh no, I think both sides are vitriol. Nope, one side, it's half vitriol and both sides have gold on them. The gold isn't showing up real gold. It looks like real gold though. Here. So there's that. And that's the gold side and that's the vitriol side, which is like an oil spill. And you can see the glass. It was originally colored. Kind of a blue, I would think. These right here are 2, 4, 6. You get 6 a strand. And I believe, let me check my notes here, that they are $5 for the 6 strands. Normally they're $1 a bead, but when you get extras and I don't have to count out the beads, you get a better deal. So they are $5 for the strand. With check vitriol half beads. Oh, there, maybe that half coated. So one side's the gold and one side's the vitriol. And I use these with silver. I only make silver jewelry typically. Sometimes I'll do vermeil, but I'll use these with silver. So the buy it now, and I just do buy it nows. So the price is $6 or $5 for the 2, 4, 6 beads. And I only have one strand of these left. There you go. Next, we will do, let's do these. These are new. I don't know if I can get them to show up as cool as they really are. These are, can you see, is the flash coming across? They're called magic beads or mermaid beads. See the flashes? There's flashes of color in them. So they're a light turquoise color, and they have flashes of green and teal in them. Oop, I froze up. Okay, there. So you get 2, 4, 6, 7 of these, and it's $4 for the strand, and I have 3 of these. So just if you're interested in these would be called Mermaid Glass. You can't quite see the flash. In real life, though, the flash is amazing. I believe these are 10 millimeters. Let me see. Oh, no. I have to take them. They're 11.8 or 11.9. So they're considered 12 millimeters. You get 7 of them for $4. I have 3 different strands of these guys. I have almost hit 200. And once I hit 200, well, when I hit like 205, so that it's, actually 200, I will $4. I will be having a drawing and a giveaway. So I will probably have a piece of sterling, like a sterling necklace or bracelet, and some earrings that are sterling, and then some beads. And I will be giving those away to everyone who will comment on the video I'll make for that. So I'm getting that package ready. For the big announcement, because I'm really close. Okay. So these are druzy slices, and I have them paired up in 2s, and I have 4 of those. They're titanium. They're the blue cobalt titanium dyed slices, and I tried to pair 2 that looked as similar as possible, and they're totally coated. There's no issue with them. They sparkle good. They're awesome. And you get 2 of these for $5. I just saw the strands, and you got a 7-inch strand, which holds about 7 or 8 of them, for $24 on sale. And they did not have the cobalt. The cobalt has sold out. So these were a Tucson buy, and I got a great deal. So I have these, and I have 4 of those. And then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I have a strand that is $20. You get 11 beads. But a few of the beads have little ouchies on them. That's why it's 20. And you get the strand, and it's 11. I think there's only 3 ouchie beads, though. And honestly, if I got the strand and I'll use them, I would just probably take black Sharpie and color them in and still use them. So these are great. You can see the jerseys on the side, and then the slices. It's just a beautiful cobalt royal blue. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. You get 11 on the druzy strand for $20. 11 beads, $20. So those are awesome. I only have 1 of this half strands. Everything else is sold, and except for the last few pairs I have. So That is cool. I love those. Then I have some halite. Oops, we got a loose crystal. I have a halite strand that has 5 on them. It's just, I love this shape. I have it in different stuff. I just call it the flower shape. And it is, sorry, I'm trying to write and talk. It is $2 for the strand of 2, 4, 5. 5 beads for $2, so that's great. Usually I sell them $2 a set, or yeah, $2 a set, $1 a bead, sometimes $1.50. So there's those, and they are halite. It's just the undyed. They do go all the way through, so you can use them several different ways. So you can bead clear through. You can put a bead in the middle. You can bead one end and the other end, and then it's hollow in the middle. That's how I usually use them. As I make earrings. So I have a straight pin or a head pin coming this way and a head pin coming that way, and then that's the middle bead. So I love these. They are fun, and it's a great deal. Okay. These are natural agates that have crystals embedded all the way around them. Oops, I got a dog hair. Oh, no, that's one of my hairs. I have 4 pair of these. So they are the natural agate, and I believe that's 12 millimeter ball. Okay, how could I lose it? I was just using it. Oh, there it is. I believe these are 12 millimeter balls. Yeah, 12 millimeter balls. The pair is $8 for the pair. I have 4 of them. They are $8 for the pair. And then I have a strand that you get 8 of them, and it's $30. And that's actually like a third of a strand. And this was the only one of these I've seen. I haven't seen this agate carved anywhere. It came out of the special orders area that he had. So I got one other strand out of this area like him. And so they were made specifically as a request for someone. They usually do this with pearls, which I also have pearls that are done this way. So there's that. I hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. I got some roses that I wasn't expecting from my husband, and I got let's see, he brought me candy, and I'm not real big into chocolate, so he brought me Starburst, that were already unwrapped, the Starburst minis. Don't forget about these guys. They're cool Mermaid Beads. That coating is, in real life, it is just amazing to look at. And so it was great. And then we didn't go out last night because it was going to be too busy, and I didn't want to risk that. So, I just didn't want to. So we went out today before I came on, and I had a great dinner. Salmon. And I love salmon, so I was excited about that. This again is the bracelet we'll be making in a little bit. And I will, I have 3 kits available. And if you're not interested in the kit, I will have a bracelet for sale too. So the kits are $22, and the bracelet would be $26. Let's see. So we're moving on. I'll just leave this uncapped. I don't know why I keep recapping it. How about we do some Jasper Bezofocles? These are also Tucson. Most of this is Tucson still. These are gorgeous Jaspers. I got a pair of them. And they are drilled. I don't know where. Let me see. Where's my piece of wire that I was using to show you how things are drilled? Ugh. So you get 2 of them. Is this where they're drilled? These, I think these were funny drilled. I think they're kind of like catacorner drilled. Like this. So there'll be a cool earring. You'll be able to have one side come up and look like a triangle. That's how I would do it. So that's how they're strung. These are $3 for the set. They're gorgeous. I'm not sure what kind of jasper. It's got red jasper in it for sure. See the red jasper streaks in there? So I'm not sure what specific kind they are. Those are $3. Those are, so you get them in a baggie. That's a cool way. If no one gets those, I may make a pair of earrings to sell out of them just because that cut is like totally cool. Let's see. I have a Sardonyx, and this one goes end to end. And hi, everybody. Welcome in. This is a really cool bead. See? Let's see if I can get the light to show through. There. There you go. It's a nice big agate Sardonyx. You can see the agate and there's a little druzy pieces in there too. This is 38. This is $4. It's gorgeous. Single bead. There's a vole there, V-O-L, or vug, V-U-G, a vug. And that's a natural inclusion into the stone that they didn't polish off, a vug. And there's the pretty onyx, and you can see some of the agate pocket with jerseys in it. It's great. That's $4. $4. And I'm so excited because I am almost got my room set up for a real bead shop look on part of it in my what we got going on over here. In my studio. And so I'll soon be getting to do that, and I will be putting out videos on how to make things also. This is an onyx. Look at that. It's got a ripple cut. It goes end to end that way. It's awesome. Look at that cut. You can see my fingerprints on it. It's $3, and it is, I should write this on the bag after I do it. It is 29 millimeters exactly. So I wonder if this pin will. 29 millimeters. See, this is also a Sharpie pen, but look, it doesn't write the same on bags. I won't have that. I won't be able to read that the next time I come up. So that's, what did I say, $3 for the onyx bead. Individual beads like this are usually just more, just because we have to I have to package them, or my daughter packaged a lot of these for me. She came to Tucson with me. These are some more Sardonyx. These are lighter colors. So they're more like an agate. You get 3 of these for $9. Actually, I think there was a 4th one at one time. So maybe I'm going to change that. You get 3 of these for $7. They are gorgeous. They are, 30 millimeters. They are gorgeous. They have the eye. You see the eye in that one. This one's more of a clear one. And then this one's got the striping. Beautiful. And they're more of a brown than they are black. And they don't have a pin. $7 though. For the 3 of them. They are fabulous. Fabulous. And they feel so good. They're so high polished. You need a hard stone to get a good polish. The softer the stone, like turquoise or that kind of thing, the harder it is to get good polishes on them if they're in their natural state. These are a specialty cut. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm not sure what they are actually. They run from there to the bottom, and they are faceted across their table cut facets, which just means it's a flat cut on that plane. So like on that table. And then see, there's another one. I was trying to get them to flash for you. And this one, see, they'll each flash. Oh, except I can't. I'm not that talented. I got 2 of them to flash for you. You can see it there. There's 5 across. It's gorgeous. Looks like rings of a tree. It could be fossilized. It could be a petrified wood. It does often look like this. I am not sure though, but you can see the rings in that one. These are, I have them marked at 12, but I'll give them to you for $9 for the pair. And earlier today, someone was asking me about how the pricing went and stuff. And some of it is, okay, so these were cut, and they were cut into a fairly big barrel shape probably. So that's one fee. Then they were brought down. Then they probably drilled the hole. So that's 2. Then they cut the facets on them on all 4 sides or 3 sides, and then it has the edge. So that's 3, maybe 4 different costs. And then they were polished. So they're leaving already having 5 charges, not including the stringing for the sale of them. So those all go into the cost of beads. And I'm sure that the original miner, or I don't know if the miner cut it. Lots of times miners will cut their own beads and then rough cut them into a piece. Like, I wonder if I have a rough piece that I could show you. But they cut them into a rough piece, and they may even, and then they'll sell that to the next person who will make the beads. Oh, hold on, computer. No, I don't want you to turn off right now. There we go. And so then the beads, they get sold to the person who cuts the beads and facets them and then sells them to me. Oh, look, I have another one of them. I will put that in there with it. How's that? Look at that. So I'll add that. So you'll get the 3 for $9. That's $3 a bead. That's actually a really good deal. So you will get all 3 of those for $9. So these 2 look really good together. And then that one you could use as a pendant. Although if you hang it that way, those 2 look perfect together. So anyway, so we'll do those. And my computer, okay, I don't care. Can you get off my screen? Thank you. Oh, no. There. I have to be able to see too. Let's get mine. Eleanor. got that. All right. So there we go for those. That's a really good deal on those. Those are very nice. Let's see. I have, oh, here's a really nice howlite. It's $3. It's a large one. Large. Let's see. Oh, I lost it. 40 millimeters. Can you see? Oh, 40 millimeters. Gorgeous howlite. It hangs up and down. So it'd be great to put a tassel on. You can feel it. I like this piece of howlite more than I like a lot of them. It's a very high quality piece there. And let's see, maybe we can get there. Let's see if I can't get that light better on there. It's too blinding. Blinded by the light. There. There. This is a beautiful piece. The dye job's perfect on it. And the matricine is awesome. And there's a couple of vugs, which are the little pits. It's just a gorgeous piece. And it's $3. Okay, it's almost 9:30, which is when I'm going to show the bracelet. So let me show one more piece. This is a Chrysocolla. It's $3. See the malachite and azurite, lapis and malachite. And there's something else in Chrysocolla. That's what I'm pretty sure. I don't know. They said it was Chrysocolla, but it does kind of look like azurite. I don't know. It's very green and blue, and it has a very good polish on it. It could have used a better, more polishing, like at the wheel instead of but it took a high polish without complete. So you got some of the pebbling. So this one's $3, Chrysocolla. Although I think they maybe sold that to me wrong. Could be wrong. So we are going to make, here's this bracelet. So here is, I'm going to have to put this up a little bit like that. Okay, here's the bracelet. And I will tell you, I think it's 7 inches. I was making this and didn't have a ruler, so I was guessing. Oh, I made it 8 inches. So it'll fit anyone. And I give you extra beads in case you need it bigger than 8 inches. Because I always have a larger wrist. Even when I wasn't fat, I had a larger wrist. I just do. And so I would always get annoyed when they wouldn't be the right size. So you have ways to take it down. Like it's at an 8 now. But if you took out one of these beads, it would be about a 7.5. If you took out both the silver beads, it would be a 7. And it would look just as nice. So the kit comes like this. Voila. In a little baggie for you. And I will have, this video will stay up. I will pull the, me making it out of it and make it into its own video is what I'm going to do for you. But so you will be able to find that and have that when you make it. And I'm going to leave this here. So we're going to start here. And I did not include sterling. The kit is 22, and I did not include, ooh, I don't have something to pour it out in. I did not include sterling. They are, silver tone, silver plated kind of pieces. So first off, you will get knotting cord. And I can't remember the millimeter of this, I will tell you. It's very little. I don't know if it's 0.8 or 1. Oh, 0.8 millimeter. And we're going to, you want to put your ends together and we're going to double it up. And hi, Barbara Paul, how are you? I am just making the bracelet. This is the bracelet we're making. I mailed your stuff off too, Barbara. You should be getting it. Everything that was ordered has been shipped out of my house. Yay! So, what we're first gonna do is get a lark's head knot onto the end. And I am actually going to and I poured out my beads and I can't get to this one. Okay. So you will get 2 jump rings, and see this one has a slight opening there. I need to squeeze that down. Otherwise, the string will just come out of it. And let me get this squeezed down. Perfect. There you go. So it's squeezed down. So a lark's head is so you have your thing doubled up like that. And you put it through. It's pretty easy. And then I pull it through quite a bit. And then you're going to take these and pull it through. Just like that. So you have a lark's head. And I will show you again because people get confused. I still put it in back. Well, depending on which way you want the nut to look, I always put it in backwards. So, let's see. I just did that left-handed. Let me see if I can do it right-handed for you. I use both my hands when I bead, so I don't know. So we have the hole, or we have the loop. We put it through the hole of the jump ring. Okay. Oops, hold it. I'm stuck on something. So now you have just this part, right? And your ring is on there. So then you take the end, take your 2 ends that you've matched up, and there's your hole. Oops. So here's your hole. There's your jump ring, and you just put these through. You just put those through. So you have your jump ring. I'll put it down so you can see. See there? That's a perfect shot. I put my ends through here. There's my jump ring, and I'm just going to pull. Oops. And I like my ends the same because I don't know, because that's how I just do it. So I have them the same, and then both sides are the same. And then you just get this, and then you just keep pulling it tight. And there you have it. And it will flare out, like, see how it's flared out there? That's all right. You just pull it tight. You'll be fine. Or if you don't have the ring closed, that's exactly why I said close the ring. I thought I had it closed. I tried to make sure your guys' rings were closed fairly good when I got them to you. But if they're not, just close them up. Okay. You get to see it again. Put your loop through. That I always put my fingers through here like this so that I can pull it backwards. Pulled it through. And then just keep pulling and it will equalize itself. And there you go. You have a pretty lark's head. Let me see. That's out of focus. My finger looks terrible. I cut it the other day and it's healing. It'll be fine. I just don't wear Band-Aids usually. I probably should have. So there's that. So now we're ready. We have our 2 strings. So that's how that is right here. That's how it is right there. And then I get my ends. And I did not bring my scissors over. Okay, so our first piece will be one of these silver ones. I'm good. I hope your Valentine's Day was good. And then you're going to string them through. So I always do one and make sure I'm holding on to that. Why did it do that? There. How about you not do that? There. So I got my one through there. And I'm holding on to it under my hand. No, I'm too close. Under my hand, I'm holding on to it. And then I'm going to put the second one through. And so how I do it is I usually have it so it's right there like that. And then I could put it through. Oops. And I let it go back out the other side. Don't do that. Okay, put it through. So there are some tricks with working with this. One of them is to have a pair of sharp scissors by your desk. Sorry, buddy. And I do not. I really thought I had those with me. Oh, here. I can use these. I thought I had a cutter. So you want your ends nice and sharp. You can run them through some glue so they'll stay this way like a needle. Or you can use a lighter and burn the ends because it is a nylon. But see how easy that went through for me? It's right there. So then I pull it down here. And I don't want this in so tight. There we go. There. So now I have it. I'm holding on to this end. And it's all right. Your strings have to be long because you need them long to knot. Now you got this. That's perfect. It's exactly how you want it to look. And then we're going to do a knot. And we're just going to do an overhand knot. It's nothing difficult. I'm holding it with, see how I'm holding it? The beads are under here. And I'm going to use my finger. So I've tied it around. So I'll do that again. You take it, you tie it around, you're holding it. See how I'm holding it? I'm going to take these two strings and feed them through my fingers. And make your loop as big as you need. We have plenty of extra string, and then I just pull them through. Now, I want my knot tight against that bead. So I put it down low as you can because you want it right there. Now, if you have a pair of needle nose pliers, you can use them. And I grab right there. See how I'm holding on to it? And now it's loose. I don't want it loose. So I grab even tighter. I mean, like I'm right against that bead. And then I pull my knot and pull and pull. I take this away and it's not tight yet, but it's right up against that bead. So then I just fiddle, and then you pull these two strings out like this. And look how tight that is. That's nice and tight. That is what you want. Your bead's not going to slide around. Now, I tie extremely tight. I always have. I like my beads to be tight. I don't like wiggle. No wiggle. No wiggle. No wiggle. I don't think I had wiggle anywhere in these. I did have wiggle here. So I tied a double knot. I did 2 knots because I didn't like the wiggle. And see, that's even a little too wiggly for me. If I was going to keep that bracelet, I would not be happy with it. It's not terrible. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially with these beads, it's not that big a deal. So our next one is this beautiful glass bead. It's kind of a smoky quartz color. And what's nice about this is it has a nice hole. So I put the one strand through and then the other one through, easy peasy. They come through. I got them there. So you want to make sure that one's up against there. See how nice and tight that is? That's great. So I'm holding them just like I did before. Holding, wrap. So I'll show you again. Holding, I'm trying not to do it fast. Wrap. So then I have this. Going to pull my double strand through here, just like you were tying an overhand knot. And then I'm going to pull it down and see how I pulled it back towards me with my finger in there, and see how it got right down in there. That's another way to do it. So then see how I'm pulling? I'm using my hand back there to pull. Now that's not quite as tight as I want it, but when you go like this, oh, magic happens and it's tight. Now, if this wasn't tight, I could use an awl, which your husband has, or a needle, which you have, and you can undo your knot. You can use your needle nose pliers. So far, I'm not having to do that yet, but they're right there in case I do. The next one is a Bling Ball, and I love these. So what they do is they get a ball, and then they put a type of clay on there, adhesive clay, and then they put all the little crystals all the way around. And now you see my strings, I have one a little longer than the other. That's just because it makes it easier to feed them through. But these balls I picked out ones that have good size for you. See? And we're just like that. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, and we're going to do another overhand knot. So I'm holding these. I've wrapped that around my fingers. Another way, you can use your needle nose pliers. You can come through here, grab that, and pull. And that'll pull your string through there too. Then you pull your string back. Oh, I don't know why I did it with that finger, but it doesn't matter. And you pull. And that, my middle finger is your biggest finger. So you want to make sure you're down next to that ball. And now what I did was the string that fed this way, I have in my hand. The string I tied the knot, I have right here. Now, you guys see I have no nails, so it's a little harder for me because I have no nails. If you have nails, you're able to pinch and pull. Oh, there. See, that's a great knot. I don't usually have to pull my knots like that. Sometimes you don't get your strings even. And okay, so this knot is perfect. Now on this one, I double knotted it because this ball was loose. I was talking, and actually I was watching another auction, and I was bidding, and I wasn't paying attention. So now we go to 2 strands. So instead of feeding both strands through, we're going to go to 2. Now remember, I told you I had a short and a long. My short strand is going to be the strand that I have on top. This comes in, you'll need to know this in a minute. So the short strand I just have out of the way. And then I have the long one in my hand. So now I have these are Angelite beads. They come from Mexico usually. They're a beautiful blue, which is why I use the blue here, the blue knotting cord. I need 5 of these. There's 3, 2, 4, 5. And these actually have a pretty good consistent hole in them. Oh, see, that's kind of a little blunt. So I am going to take, if I had scissors, I'd use them, but I'm just using my cutters. And I'm going to cut it at an angle because it gives you a better point. I also am going to wet it. Wet it with my fingers. I wet my fingers. Then, so here's my bead. These are just a rondelle, a thick rondelle. I'm just going to bead it through. Then I take the next one. Bead it through. Oh, come on, piece. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. So when there it came through. When they cut gemstone beads, they hold the gemstone and then they just stick the drill through it. And they just have to break the surface. So sometimes it's not even on both sides. This is a pretty good cut, and I'm not having too much problems. But if you do, you can flip it around. So there you go. I got 5 of those. Now I did not knot in between each of these. I made it as one bead, which is which I just thought was kind of cute. I don't know. It was a design decision. If you love knotting, I actually love knotting. I could just sit and knot things, different strands all day. So I made my thing and there. Not too bad, huh? That wasn't hard. You guys are going to have it done quickly. So now I need, this is landscaped or I always called it picture Jasper. Some people call it landscape Jasper. There, it went through nice. Sometimes when you have the glue or you've used the, come on, please stay. Use the fire on it. I could have maybe made it a little looser, but that's okay. So I'm going to flip it around just like I did before. We only have one string this time, so I'm just pulling it through like this. Very easy. Now I'm holding it there. I want to get this as tight as possible to that knot. As tight as possible to that knot. And there we go. And there's no movement in between there. That's nice. Then we do another one. And you guys, oops, I'm sorry, I hit the thing. If you guys, I hit it again. If you guys don't want to knot in between these because your knots are giving you fits, then just make one knot here and one knot here. That's fine. It's your decision. I like to have them knotted. It's not hard to string them. You're stringing them anyway. And knotting doesn't take you that much longer. This is a nice thick cord. It's not going to be hard for you. So I pushed it up against there. See that? I wrapped it around my finger, rolled it off because it was just one strand, remember? Now I'm trying to get it through. Okay, yep, there. Now, pull this one down against that knot. Make sure I'm holding it in there. If I had longer fingernails, I would pinch, and then I would use my hand under here. I don't know how to show you that one, but I use my fingers under there to pull. And you want to get that down good and tight. Yep, that's good. You did good. We got one more of the picture Jasper. These are nice picture Jaspers. I had them made into a couple different things. I don't use picture Jasper a lot, so I'm pulling this one out so it's tight, going through, pulling that through. Then I want to get it down there as tight as possible. So I'm just doing this, making sure it's rolled down as tight as it'll get. There we go. Look, that's good. Good. So now we're done with that, and we have 5 more of the Angelite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I almost was perfect. 5. Okay. Now, the Angelite may be the trickiest one of all here, guys, just because it was hand drilled, you could tell. And I'm really pushing it to get that through. See? I just want to grab. There we go. There. And I'm not knotting in between these. They're rondelles, so they're flat on each side. So they're meant to stack against each other anyway. So that's good. Okay, come on. Oh, yep. Actually, you know what? This is really going good. Okay. So once again, I have the 3. Go through. It's giving me a little trouble, but I'm going to get it because I'm in charge. Okay, so there. Come on. There. And then I have one more. So I have the 3 of these kits. And I just did that because I don't have enough of the Angelite to make more than 3 kits. And they're $22. Now, the only things on here that are silver are, there's 2 balls. And if you need it shorter, you won't put those in. And then there's this tube. This is sterling silver plated, and these are sterling silver plated. And then the 2 jump rings and the lobster claw clasp are not sterling either. They are silver tone or silver sterling plated. So there we go. Now these, it's a little harder because you want all 5 of those beads really tight up there. And then we're going to pull this through, pushing that down, pushing that down. Okay. That's good. There's a little wiggly, but that's okay because they need to be able to move some. So now, and that's all that's on this strand. So now we're going to do this strand, which is the shorter strand that doesn't have any beads on it. And if you look here, I tied 3 knots so that it would lay flat. So I'm just going to do an overhand. And I want it to be clear up against there. So I just kind of roll it down. There's nothing in the way. There's no beads or anything. So you just want to get it, you know, as close to that one as possible. There you go. It's not, there's a little space there, but that's fine. We'll do another one. Okay. And I want this knot to go right up against that knot. So I am playing with it a little bit. I'm being a little persnickety. Oops. Okay. I started to pull away from it. I don't want that. So I'm pushing it down. Here would be really good if I had some fingernails because I could do that a little better. And I used to bead with fingernails. That's when I was younger and I had my store and stuff. I always beaded with fingernails. So I'm going to put this on and I'm going to hold those and I'm going to grab this with this hand and I'm going to push down and pull. See, I'm pulling. I got that knot right up against the other one. There's a little space. It's okay. No one is going to see that, especially when you're wearing it. So you don't have to worry about that. And then we do the last one. And I want to get it in there as, oh, that one's going to be perfect. Oh, look at that. That makes me happy. That's the way all 3 of them should have looked, but oh well. So now we did our 3 knots. These are actually simulated topaz that has been coated, mystic coated or AB coated, and then has been also has been etched. So these are really cool beads. I was really lucky. I got some good deals on those, and we're going to need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I'm gonna double check that. So I need 1 more of those. So here's your kit again is 22. I will have the instruction video. I'll pull it out of this one and leave it for you. So you will be able to find it. I have those. I just put them in there so they wouldn't roll. Usually I'm on a bead mat, and so it doesn't matter. So these feed through really nice. Look at that. And these are knotted. So there we go. I'm going to knot it. Push it against there. Push, push. I'm going to hold it. Wrap. Wrap. Go through my little wrap. And pull. It's just a normal overhand knot. I didn't teach you anything new with this one. The only trick you're doing here is getting it tight against the beads. That's the only new thing you're working on. You can undo. This cord is pretty forgiving. You can undo and redo as many times as you need. Then I have an Angelite rondelle. So let me get one of them. These are the prettiest blue color. It's so serene. So I stuck that through. I push that down to the knot. I hold it with my fingers. I wrap around. I go under and then up through. And then I don't want to start it up here. I want it to be down there. Remember? So this is the piece coming out. Pull it, and then I use my fingers underneath, which you can't, like, see there. I'm pulling that as tight as I can while I'm holding the bead against there. That's what you guys are working on now. You're not learning a new skill here. You all have been tying overhand knots for years. You can do it. I pushed it nice and tight. Put on a Nyx bead. This is stringing. This is just basic stringing, only we're doing it with a knotting cord. And you guys can do it. It's an easy project. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is knotting. And I know you all can do it. So I'm holding it. And I'm pulling it. And I do my knots really tight and close to the beads. Some people don't like that. They like a little wiggle room. So you'll learn your preference, and that's okay. We each have those. That's what makes it our bracelet. You might like more knots in between, or if you tie them loose and then you add a knot to tighten it up, you can do that too. And then you'll have 2 knots, and that will just look like that. That's 2 knots. Because I tied the knot and it was a little loose, so I went back and tied a knot behind it, is all. It doesn't look any different, and people won't notice that. It doesn't add that much to it. And certain places where I'm at, okay, we need one more of this. So we go through here. I know it's getting monotonous. I will speed up a little here because you guys have got the hang of it. Okay. Put on my bead here. Goes through. All right. Put it down. So, if you like this bracelet and you're interested in just having the bracelet, it's $26. And I will get that to you. Last one for this, because I always have an extra one that I've made for the demonstration. There we go. That one's a little loose, but I mean, I'll live. Okay, so the reason I use the tubes is these aren't exact, and I didn't want it to be kind of. So what I did was I kind of did a cheat. Is I used a tube, a nice filigree tube, and then I just put my things through there. Come on, you want to go. Sometimes you have to talk to them a little. And then I just pull it. Now, if you want, you can knot more or less or however you want. I just didn't. And I did not tie another knot. So now, remember I told you I had a shorter and a longer one? The shorter one is on top, so we have 2 strings. This one's on top, the short one. Why that's important is because the long one is the one I'm going to put my next bead on. So I need a bead. So it's one of these. I'm going to put it on the long strand. Oop, I may need a little. Okay. Come on. I'm going to ream that bead out before I pass that on to you. So they probably drilled this one by hand too, and they drilled in one side and then drilled in the other. And sometimes in the middle it gets stuck. Oh, come on, I didn't have any trouble. Isn't that funny? Okay, come on. Oh, this is not happening. So I wet my finger and I did that. And these beads are going to work because I say so. I don't understand what's going on. So you know what? I'm just going to cut it at an angle like that. Sorry, I had that bead in my mouth. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put it back through. Oh, that made it worse. So if I had my lighter here, I would use that now because or my glue, because it's starting to get on my nerves. It was going so well. You know what? Let me see. Just out of curiosity. So I'm taking the short strand. It doesn't matter. You need to know which strand you're using. That didn't work either. Hold on. Hold the phone. So these 3 beads I need to ream a little. So that it's just a round little tool I have to make the holes just a little more consistent. Now, I had another one here. Let me grab these and see if I can get, how many more do I need? Just 3. I just need 3. So let's see. Okay. I want my shorter one. So I got to remeasure here. Shorter one's on top. Okay. So I got my longer one again. I got a new bead because they just can't. I don't understand. Especially when you guys saw how easy it was on the first of it. Oh my gosh. This can't be happening. This is what I said that, it'd only take you a half hour. What are we at? Even with teaching you, I am at a half hour. There, got it through. Okay, all I did was I went back here and pulled. Let me see. This is one from the old thing. Ooh. Maybe my fibers got bunched up or something. Oh, it's going through fine now. My fibers or something got bunched up. Okay. Why aren't you going through? It should be about to the end. Oh, yeah, I see it. There we go. Okay, so that's all it was. I'm using the beads from the kit. I just had to stretch my fibers out because apparently I mushed them too much. So just stretch them out. Oh, it was on there too. Oh, well. When is your last auction, bestie? I waited last night and tonight. Oh, hi Kelly. I just did it. As soon as I finish this barb, I'm gonna do some more beads. It's always on Tuesdays, and then I'm doing one. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is we tie a knot here. Oh, we don't tie a, yeah, we do our regular over. You just cross like you're crossing your shoes, and then you pull through, and then we do this. Now, where's my short one? This is when you need to know where your short strand is. Because see how I used one strand is on that bead and the other's like that? This is the top strand. This is the important one. So I'm going to take it over like this. And then I'm going to just pull this through like this. and it makes a fake larkspur knot, lark's head knot. So I just pull that like that, and I want to make sure it's tight. So I do that, and I do this one more time. And I want to make sure which one's on top. I flipped it. There we go. That one's on top, so I make sure it's like that. So there we go. And that makes a little space in between them. That's just a macrame knot. So we will do that through the next one and the next one. But yeah, the first part, the first half hour, Barb, I did an auction. I did some individual beads and some long strands. And then as soon as I get this done, I will go back in and finish and do another set of beads. I keep pulling it out. Should have been. Okay, there we go. Pull through. And now I take the top strand here and I go over my bead because there's nowhere else to go. And I just, you crisscross like you're tying your shoe. And then you go like that. And then your top one is on top. So you take it over this strand because this is your bottom strand. Then you feed it up through the bottom. And then take that all the way in and do that. So you got one. And then you're already set up, see? So I just have to pull back through because this is my top strand and tighten it and leave it there. Then I have this one. And I need one more of the picture Jaspers. Here we go. And we put it through the hole. Nice and easy. So on Thursdays, I'm going to be doing an art auction, guys, and I will have Kim Vesey's actually joining me. It will be Thursday morning at 10 Eastern, which is 8 Mountain. So here we just want to go across like you're doing like you're starting to tie your shoe. And I want this strand on top like that. And I take it in and making a loop and going under, pulling it through and making it tight. Oops, sorry. I'm making another loop. See? Taking it under, pulling it tight. That's it. So I have my 3 little knots, my 3 little pickies. There we go. Oh, I didn't even need to do that on this one, did I? Oh. Well, I showed you how to do that, but on this one, I guess I just tied an overhand knot when I got to the end. So Kelly, I bet, is doing one Thursday night and then Saturday. I am pretty sure that that's what Miss Kelly is doing. And Barb, if Kelly's left already, I will make sure I let her know. I'm sure you talked to her too, but I'll make sure I let her know and have her tell you. So I'm just tying an overhead knot, guys. This is the same knot you were tying before. And my strings got a little messy, so I just am going to do that. So now I'm going to make this one shorter. This is an 8-inch bracelet, a little over 8 inches. And I'm just going to make it a 7.5. I'm going to take out a 1/2 inch there. Is that a 1/2 inch? Yep, that's a 1/2 inch. So I'm not going to put the silver beads on this one. I'm just going to put the pretty crystal bead on there. And then I will show you how to end it. And then you have a 7.5 or an 8-inch bracelet options. And I am giving you extra beads. Can't remember what beads I gave you extra of. Oh. I can't remember. I think I'm giving you some extra silver beads. So you can add them in if you need to make it longer than 8 or so. Did I do this one fully through? Okay, I did. Okay, so this has gotten beat up a little bit. No big deal. We're almost done. We have plenty of string. I made sure you had enough. So I'm going to sit it on this string that's already through. And then it's going to magically work because that's what it does. Oh. It's supposed to magically work. There, it's going in. Oh, I pulled it out. Oh, I'm going to take it back here, guys. So sometimes if you're having trouble, see how I'm pulling it tight down like that? And then I'm starting it through there. Maybe I'm starting it through there. Yeah. Oh, no. This one's not. It's kind of ragged on the end, and it's not wanting to really help me here. There. Oh, so what I'm going to do is I'll take this one through first. Oh, I also gave you another silver crystal bead like we started with. That one through first. We'll add this one. That way you can add length if you want, or you could change the pattern up if you want. And do whatever you want, guys. It's your bracelet. I just gave you a starting point. It's almost there. There it is. See? Persistence pays off. So, let's see. I need an overhand knot, just like we did. Wrap it around. Put the 2 strings through. Now remember, you want it tight. That's the only key thing here. And then see how my one string is kind of out there? That's why you pull it like that. Okay. Now, I knocked off, because only I can knock off something when it's right here in front of me. Where did I knock it to? Now we're going to put on our jump ring. Where'd it go, Bear? I need a jump ring really badly. Okay, here we go. I got my jump ring. I'm going to thread it on. It does not matter. Oh, make sure it's closed good. There. Closed. It does not matter which side it goes on. Just pick one. Throw it through. So it looks like this. Now I'm going to do an overhand knot. And I want it to be tight on there so that it doesn't move around. So I'm pulling and pushing and pulling and pushing. There we go. And it's trapped in there on that. So that's good. Now I have 2 strings hanging down there. And I gave you extra. You'll have extras. So I gave you this one and a pretty round crystal. Both of them are very nice. So you just string these on. You already have a knot on one end. And I just put it through. And you decide how long. So what I usually do is, you don't want it right up here because that'll impede it. So I just let it down a little bit. See, it's not going to hit anything if I do it there. So that's about where I want it. So I just hold it and I do my knot, just a single strand overhead knot like you've been doing, nothing big. And then I just hold that again, and that's a little too long. I want it right about there. And this doesn't have to be exact. The longer you make it, the more dangle you have, but that's it. So there we go. There's one dangle. Now I make the second dangle longer or shorter, depending on which one you put on first. I put on the short one first. So I use the other strand and do that. We just feed it through our little Angelite rondelle. Oh, maybe. There we go. Go through and be done. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut it. Remember, guys, I have 3 of these kits for these. You will always have access to the video on how to make them. You can, if you're having problems, oh, I cut it really bad. If you're having problems and you need help, you can email me. I will, of course, help you, or you can text me. We can figure out something that way. And then that way I can get you helped and get you through. This is not a hard bracelet to make at all. The hardest thing is the last beads. And I am just going to pretend like that one's put on because we need to get, I know there's a couple people waiting for actual sale. So then you cut it however long you want to make the little stringies. And then you just use something pokey and you pull out your strings. And if you do this against your fingers will end up looking gross like mine. If you do it down against the table, it's really better that way. There. I usually use at Dollar Tree, they have this little thing. It's pink. It's in the crafter section, and it has like a needle attached to it. And so I always use that. So there you have it. And we would just attach the lobster claw clasp to the end of your jump ring, open it and put it on, and then you have two bracelets. You can make an 8-inch one by adding the beads, or you can make a smaller by doing that. $22 for the kit, silver tone. If you want the bracelet already made, it's $26. It's Angelite, picture Jasper, some crystals, and a Bling Ball. So it's a fun little bracelet, guys. And you learned a new skill to add to your repertoire. You learned a couple different knots. So that's available for you. Okay, awesome. Now, let me move a couple things and we'll get back to Barbara Paul. I'm going to do some strands. Now, if you're interested, this is some high-end magnesite turquoise. So it's magnesite that's been dyed, and it's blues and greens are difficult to show up on things like this for whatever reason. There. And that's almost that's getting better. So you get a 7-inch strand, which is a little over a half strand. And it has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I keep hitting that. 22. And are they 6 millimeters or 7 millimeters? They are 8 millimeters. So you get 22 8mm magnesite dyed turquoise for $6. Sorry, I didn't know where I put my little thingy. And I have 4 half strands for you. Just let me write down mag half strand, $6. You want a whole, if you want a whole strand, which is not quite, is between 15 and 16 inches, it would be $12. And I have one of those. Actually, I could give you 2 of those if I haven't sold the strands. So there you go for those. And if you weren't here with me earlier, this is one of the ones I shared. It's called Mermaid Glass. So it's a glass that's coated, and then it flashes these wonderful colors. You can't really, it's not as magical through the computer. There, see the colors flashing? It's magical. Some people call it magical mystic glass. Mermaid glass. I think it's magical. So this was, I have 3 strands of this. You get 2, 4, 6, 7 beads for $4. They are 12mm, I believe. Yeah, 11.7. So yeah, 12. I can't. There, 12.4. So they're about 12mm. And they flash. They're just awesome. So those are $4 for a strand, and I have 3 of them. Mermaid Glass. I have the agate. The agate. I have 1 strand. It's $30. 2, 4, 6, 8 beads. And it's agate, and then it has crystals impregnated around it. Or you can, I have pairs, which are $8 a pair. And I have 4 of those. That, and then let's see, we're at 10:25. We've got 5 more minutes. So I have a half strand of these gorgeous. These aren't glass, guys. This is actually smoky quartz. It's gem cut, which means gem faceted, gem cut. So it has all those facets. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. They are 12mm balls, 16 gem cut, gem quality, smoky quartz. And this is $12 for the half strand. Well, it's a little longer than a half strand. It's 7 inches, so that's a little longer than a half strand. $12. And I have 4 of these. And then I have 1 whole one. Whole one's $24. So let me write that one down that I showed it so I remember. And have smoky $12. I have 4. And I have 2 long strands, 2 whole. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get off. Thank you all for watching and hanging out with me while I made the bracelet. I am going to start doing them separately. I'm going to start having the auctions and then doing these separately. So we'll have my bead auctions on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Mountain, 11 Eastern. After Barbie and Ken have finished their coffee with Barbie and Ken. And then I will do that. And those run between 9 to 11, 9 to 10:30, just depending on what's going on in life. I have, tonight I did the kits. This is called the Angel Bracelet. All you have to do is let me know if you want the kit. I have 3 kits for $22. Or I have 1 finished bracelet for $26. Let me know. Anything you see tonight when you're watching this later that you're interested in, or you've gone to bed and you remember a piece and you've got to have that bead because now you have an idea, just email me at designsanddoovers, all one word, at gmail.com. That's designsanddoovers@gmail.com. And I will happily get the items invoiced and sent to you. I am working on my shipping department, so things are going to start happening faster. You guys aren't going to have to wait as long. My husband felt bad for you, and he's going to, I think, start helping me. We've worked out some systems. So thank you for being on tonight and watching me and talking to me. And if I don't have your information, also email that to designsanddoovers@gmail.com. I'll need your name, your PayPal, your YouTube name if it's not the same, your PayPal address, your billing address, and your shipping information. All of that helps, and I will get that out. I like my invoices paid within 24 to 48 hours. If you have an issue, you let me know. Email me, and we can see if we can't work something out. My beads are ever rotating. I have tons coming in, and I can't wait till next week when I have so many to show you. I'll probably do a preview. I do have, like I said, my art auctions on Thursdays in the morning, and you might see some pop-ups or just videos of how to make things that will be on my channel for you to watch and learn. Thanks again, guys. Have a great week, and we will see you next time.